welcome to Motivation for Cultivation, a show devoted to helping viewers learn more about agricultural practices by professionals in the industry. I'm Morgan Lange, an agribusiness major here at Fort Hays State University. Joining me today to discuss agriculture issues is Jeremy Ryan. So just to start off, will you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, my name is Jeremy Ryan, and I'm an instructor here at Fort Hays. I work and teach in the Ag Business Department and the Ag Education Department. Along with that, I also work in full-time production agriculture during the summer.
Yeah. So what courses do you teach here at Fort Hays?
You bet. On the Ag Business side, I teach Ag Accounting. I teach Intro to Ag Business. I also teach a Computer Apps for Ag class. And then on the Ag Education side, I teach a methods course that helps get students prepared to go out and be a high school teacher, and then an early field experience to where they go out and get to observe some high schoolers.
How did you get involved in agriculture?
Yeah, I was born into it, actually. You know, it would have been my great-granddad got involved with the Homestead Act of the 1860s around the area. And we're in a fourth-generation farm right now. So growing up, you know, I got to experience going to the farm on a regular basis with my dad, working with cattle, working with crops, and then, of course, during high school, that was a lot of times my summer jobs. And I've just kept that going ever since.
So what got you interested in being an agricultural professor?
Yeah, you know, first off, my first career out of college was I was a high school teacher. So I always had that kind of that push to get into education from the start. So I spent 10 years as a high school teacher. And then I had the great opportunity of getting out of that and getting back into full-time production agriculture. So I hung up my teaching shoes for a while. And then after about 8 years being in full-time production ag, I had the opportunity, just by luck of the draw, I met a gentleman who worked here in the ag department, and we got to talking about ag. And he found out that I had some background in education and was able to take on a few classes. So it started as an adjunct here at Fort Hays, and then it kind of progressed to a full-time position. And it was really neat because I was able to take, you know, what I do in the field and kind of incorporate that with classroom curriculum. So it's a nice fit for me, and I really enjoy it.
What can someone do with a degree in the degree program that you teach in?
Yeah, absolutely. So an ag business degree it's a huge umbrella that covers a lot of different gamuts in the ag industry. Our kids that come out with an ag business degree, a lot of them will go into finance, some will go into marketing, some will go into management, HR, some will get into sales, a lot of them will get into the insurance side of the world. The thing about an ag business degree, the possibilities are endless. And a lot of times, you know, we even have kids that might come out with an ag business degree, and they might shift over into a career in the animal science world. So to me, it's a great opportunity for kids who have an ag business degree. On the other side of that, in ag education, we have a huge demand right now, not only in our state, but the surrounding states, for educators across the board. And so our students coming out with an ag education degree, to be honest with you, they're like gold right now. They're getting taken really fast as far as some of those schools who are needing ag teachers. So both areas right now are in very high demand.
So what's your favorite experience or part of the agriculture industry?
Yeah, you know, I think my favorite part of it, and as I talk about this, I'm referring to production ag. I think it's the fact that every day is different, and every day I get to wear different hats. You know, being in full-time production agriculture, we don't just go out and be a laborer all day. We have to think about the management side continually. We have to think about the marketing side. We have to think about the accounting side. We have to think about being caretakers to livestock. So, you know, it's a juggling act that we're doing every single day. And even though we might have a plan for one day that we want to get all of this done, other hurdles are thrown at us. And even at the end of the day, if we don't finish the race, we can look back and say, you know, I got over a lot of hurdles. I had a lot of things happen. I had to reprioritize quite a few times, but it was a good day because all of those different things that can come up makes you really feel like makes you feel worthwhile with what you do.
What are the biggest challenges that your field faces?
Yeah, biggest challenges, well, of course the obvious, in production ag right now, widespread drought we're dealing with, high input costs we're dealing with, profitability, you know, can be slim with those two things happening all at once. On the other side of that also, a lot of times we face self-interest groups scrutinizing the ag world sometimes. So I think, that's one of those that we're battling every day, just trying to make sure that, the consumers as a whole see the good that producers are trying to do and see that, we're not out to hurt people. We're good stewards of the land. We're good caretakers of livestock, and we are working for the better of all. So I think that's kind of some of the problems we face.
On the flip side of that, what are the biggest opportunities in your field currently?
Yeah, the technology side of ag is huge right now. And when you look at producers who average 57 years old in the U.S., that is a great opportunity for young people getting into ag, because it's going to take those young people, the next generation, who are trained. When you just think about the software that's going to go into the machines that are going to be linked together to communicate. For profitability, you think about all the drone technology that's going to be incorporated into decision making and profitability. You even think about all of the technology that they're going to put on the livestock side of things. That's going to be another one of those that it's going to take the younger generation to really stay on top of that and essentially teach us older guys kind of what to do. And so that's on the horizon. That's a major thing right now that's going to be huge for ag industry.
What is a hot topic in your field currently?
Yeah, you can look at the news any day and there's probably hot topics, but some that we see currently, the lasting effects of herbicides. Not only possibly on the users, but also in the food industry. That's always a hot topic that's in the news. You also look at the GMO issues that are always coming up. Those are hot topics. Yeah, pick the day. Pick the day and open the news, and you're going to find something that is can be one of those that's really going on in the industry right now.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have any prediction for the upcoming Farm Bill?
Yeah, I think I don't think we're going to see a major overhaul of the Farm Bill, but I think we're going to see quite a few angles that are going to be tweaked. Traditionally, looking at the Farm Bill, 75% of it has gone to the SNAP program, and only 25% has gone to actual financial safety nets for producers. So I think what we're going to see is we're still going to see a lot of that, but I think there's going to be more emphasis toward the SNAP program, because we're kind of in a hunger crisis right now in the U.S. And I think as far as some of the financial safety nets, I think you're going to see more emphasis put on sustainability. And when we say sustainability, not only for the producers, but also like rural development, making sure some of our rural communities have access to information, access to healthcare, access to education. Sustainability on the producer side, I think you'll see more incentive put toward producers who are willing to take steps to be more involved with conservation and efficiency. Whether that may be something as simple as incorporating cover crops or as complex as upgrading machines that are more energy efficient. So those are the two things that I think we're going to see that are really tweaked compared to the last Farm Bill, the SNAP program and the sustainability issues.
Yeah. So the last question,
Sure.
As some of our viewers may know, you got selected to kiss the pig at the rodeo on Friday night.
Yes.
Would you mind kind of telling us about that?
Yes, I did. Well, the Kiss the Pig contest was a fundraiser. All of our clubs in the department chose somebody, a volunteer who was willing to kiss the pig if they raised the most fundraising money. And so I don't know how I won. Well, I don't know if you call it a win, actually, if you have to kiss a pig. But I got the I got the opportunity to kiss Penelope. Penelope was her name, and so I didn't realize Penelope was going to be as big as she was. Usually, it's a baby pig that we get to kiss.
She was very big.
Absolutely, and so I got a crowd, a nice little crowd with Penelope. But Penelope really wasn't having it. She wasn't interested in kissing me. So
She was not.
no. So I don't think there's going to be a second date.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for joining us. You can join us next time here on Tiger Media Network.
Absolutely. Thanks.